Hello and welcome to We Meant to Do That, where we really didn't mean to do that, but we're gonna say we did anyway. I am Agent reporting for duty. Here at Raptor's house, where I am house sitting, while Raptor and her family are away. And so I am all alone and bored, and so I have decided I am going to start making videos again this week. And this week I'm going to start a series called How to Be a Writer. Maybe I'll come up with a better name than that shortly, but maybe I won't. Maybe it'll just be How to Be a Writer. I don't know. But anyways, so today I'm going to start with 3 tips to get started, since the beginning should always start at the beginning, unless you're doing a flashback, or a flash forward, or a teaser. Anyway, so this whole week I'm just going to be publishing a whole bunch of different kinds of stuff because I get nothing to do but look after animals and make videos and play video games. So there'll be stuff like this How to Be a Writer series, as well as some Let's Plays. Maybe I'll throw a sketch or 2 in there, I don't know. But we'll see. But today is How to Be a Writer. And so my first 3 tips are for you New Year's resolutioners, you people who couldn't write anything at NaNoWriMo, who just stared at a blank page, just want to write, but are waiting for the perfect time to do it. I'm here to tell you, don't. I'm not telling you not to be a writer, but as my first tip, just do it. Why do you need to wait until the first? Why? Why do you need to wait until the ball drops? There's no reason. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be for you to write your story. Don't wait. Just do it. Number 1, just do it. Write your story. Write it now. For real. You're gonna like it so much better. Trust me. If you wait like another week or 2, another month or 2, another year or 2, like come on, it's just gonna either keep snowballing like that, or you are gonna write it, but it's not gonna be the same as when you thought about it. It's not gonna have the same impact when you felt it, like come into your head. So don't wait, just do it now. Even if it's only for like half an hour a day, just work on it. Just do it. So, which brings me to number 2. I am sorry, but no matter what your first draft may be, you may be on your first draft now that it's after NaNoWriMo, maybe going on to your second, which I hope you are going on to your second, because no matter what, your first draft will always be a piece of crap. Even if that piece of crap is solid gold encrusted with diamonds, it is a piece of crap. I promise you, it is a piece of crap compared to what the finished version should be. Like, you should at least have 3 drafts. I think, personally. Personally, I think you should have at least 3 drafts. But there's a reason it's called a first draft, because it's the first one. That means it's not the last one. Okay, that means it's not the end. It's like in school, when they would have you write a draft of your essay beforehand, and then you was supposed to turn in a final draft, and it was supposed to be at least a little bit different. Yeah? So, you're gonna want to cut it. Like, you're gonna want to write it long the first time, write everything, and then cut it. Because there's gonna be stuff in there you really don't need. Some overly done descriptions that don't really add anything to the story. Some stuff that doesn't really add any tension or conflict or development. Or there's really no purpose other than the fact that maybe you like the sentence. I'm sorry, those are gonna have to go. Cut it. Like, think about it. Depending on how you're writing this, Like, if you're writing it in like Word or another computer program, like these are by pages, but those pages are like the pages you get out of a printer. A book is not that big. Think about how big, like width height sort of thing. It's not 8.5 by 11, hon. It's not. For real. Cut it. There's gonna be stuff you don't need that'll bore the reader. That'll be just like, why am I reading this long ass book? Because like, I mean like one page is like 2 pages. Or like a front and a back of a page in a book. So, like if you have a page count you're working towards, great. But don't just try to reach the page count. Like, and this is why I don't want you making New Year's resolutions, because then you're gonna make goals like, let's do 500 pages. Do you know how many pages 500 pages is gonna be? That's gonna be a lot. Nobody's gonna want to read 500 8.5 by 11 pages. Unless it's a really good book, and the only way it's gonna be really good is if you cut it. Take out all of the unnecessary crap, because no matter what, your first draft will be crap. I'm sorry. Like, really. Even solid gold diamond encrusted crap is still crap. Because what you should be comparing it to is what you want the finished product to be. Okay? Not necessarily to other people. Maybe your first draft is as good as other people's final draft, but then it's not as good as your final draft. Got it? Good. So, lastly, now you've done it, you've cut it, and now you need to save it. All of those things you cut out, you need to save them. I don't care if it's just a sentence, if it's a whole paragraph, if it is an entire story. If you're cutting it out, save it. Do not delete it. I'm looking at you, you perfectionists. You people who are like, I'm gonna delete this, this is so terrible, I can't even look at this anymore. No. Stop. Don't do it. Okay? What you need to do is save it. Because you never know when you're just gonna go back through your old stuff, look through it while you're storyless and be just like, oh, I remember this. And you read through it and just like, story, I found you. You never know. Maybe that sentence that doesn't work in the story you're working on now works in another story. Maybe you could throw it in there. You know? You never know. Save everything. I don't care like how you have to do it, but do it. Save it in a folder on your computer, in real life, like chisel it onto a piece of stone. Do whatever you gotta do, but don't delete it, okay? Because like for one, because there's the idea reason, and also because then you get to look back and see how much you've improved. Like when you're looking at your first draft and be just like, God, this is a piece of crap, because it will be a piece of crap. You're gonna look back and be just like, my other stuff was better. And then you're gonna look at it and be just like, wow, I am so much better than I was before. Like, trust me on that. Just trust me. So, let's review. Do it. Cut it. Save it. Got it? Good. Do it, cut it, save it. Those are my 3 beginning tips for becoming a writer. Okay? Awesome. And that applies to no matter what genre or thing that you're doing. Okay? Do it, cut it, save it. Done. Awesome. So those are my first 3 tips for becoming a writer. This is how to be a writer number 1. I will see you in the next video. This has been We Meant to Do That, where we didn't mean to do that, but we're gonna say we did anyways. This has been Agent reporting for duty. Have a good day, everyone. Happy holidays.